Portsmouth, Huntington, USA. News Talk 106.7, The Eagle.
A Total Media Group station.
It's time to get the scoop on Fighting Tiger football. This is Inside Ironton Football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle. Now, let's get to Buffalo Wild Wings with Jason Philyaw and the head coach of the Ironton Fighting Tigers, Trevon Pendleton, on Inside Ironton Football.
2 weeks complete. 2 weeks of perfection for the Ironton Fighting Tigers. It was a 42-3 win over Liberty Christian this past weekend at the Ironton Gridiron Classic, and this weekend travel to Cincinnati, taking on the McNicholas Rockets. Welcome into Inside Ironton Football. We are at Buffalo Wild Wings on the patio today, just sitting outside. It's a nice day. Why not enjoy the nice weather? And we're outside, and we're going to talk some Ironton football here this evening. We will talk about last week's win over Liberty Christian Academy. We'll talk about Cincinnati McNicholas, the Rockets, and what kind of season they're having. We've got some players here as well. We'll talk with Cox Grace. We see Ben Williams, Tyson Cox, and Caden Edwards. We'll also have our senior student athletes of the week. That's Addison Murray. And we just got a lot of stuff planned for you here tonight. But we'll get into talking about it. And Coach Trevon Pendleton joins us. And a nice win over the weekend. And let's first, before we get into the game, let's talk about the Gridiron Classic itself. Man, what a great turnout of folks, and just two fantastic games to start off, two one-point games, and just exciting right down to the wire. Outstanding turnout this weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Just to see the community come together and, all the sponsorship and everyone just come out and support that thing, whether it's locally or people traveling, was able to, obviously meet some Mount Carmel people that traveled all the way from Chicago, and it was just really cool. And obviously to have two one-point games with the first two games there, really couldn't ask for anything better. That's the kind of weekend that we drew up, and that's what we want. So we're really, really pleased with that. I think going forward that this is a really good launching point for what we're trying to do here and what we're trying to accomplish. I believe that the first matchup was number one in Illinois versus number one in the state of Ohio, top 50 overall in the country. So it was awesome. Awesome to see that type of caliber of players on the field all over. Second matchup was a top 300 matchup in the country. And then the last matchup was a top 400 matchup in the country. So it was really cool, really special, really great evening. And it was just awesome to see that caliber of games here in Southeast Ohio.
I tell you, we know that Moeller always brings a good crowd, and they love coming down here. I mean, maybe not the results, because they lost, in overtime last year and then lose on two-point conversion this year. But I was surprised when I got there. I looked across the way, and I was surprised at the amount of people that came down from Chicago and Mount Carmel. They had a lot of fans here. That was surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, the travel all the way from Chicago and bring several hundred people with you just shows you the caliber of team that you have there. That fan base and the alumni base travels that well to support them. Obviously, a really great program, and they think that they're going to have a shot to win it all in Chicago or in Illinois this year. So it's pretty special.
And how great was that game? I mean, it was back and forth and right down to the wire. That was an outstanding finish too.
Yeah, we've been pretty fortunate. We've had a lot of really good games in the Ironton Classic, and I think that one might top them all. And I honestly believe that game right there might be game of the year contention in the country when it comes to max prep, so we'll see.
And you mentioned the second game, also a one-point game, and not as high scoring as the first game, but still very competitive. And those first two games, well, our game as well, but those first two games, there was just so much talent, as you said, on the field. You had Division I guys all over the place in that first game. Oh, yeah. You got the Mount Carmel Moeller game. I mean, you got the reigning Mr. Football in the state of Ohio. You got Mount Carmel had several kids that were number one in the country at their position for their class. You don't see that everywhere. So it was definitely something unique to see, and something that hopefully we can put that product on the field every year. And then we come to the final game of the night, and that was Ironton and Liberty Christian, and the game moved back to 8:30 to show off the lights a little bit, maybe. Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah,
look,
it worked out.
I know it did. I was telling somebody today, I've been doing games here for 28 years, and that environment was it has to be top 2 or 3 of most electric environments for a football game. It was packed. Liberty Christian brought a lot of folks. They were into it. They were loud in a good way. And then you had people standing all around on the fences. It was just an outstanding environment. What did you think of the whole environment and the noise and the lights and everything.
Yeah, I've actually had a lot of people message Ironton football over the weekend, or message myself personally, and just talk about the environment. Didn't even necessarily talk about the football game, but how the environment was almost college-like. I mean, obviously on a smaller scale, but just a lot of energy, and it just makes for a great atmosphere for not only our kids but our fans, and I mean, like just for the community. I mean, anywhere where you can go out and get a show like that and just experience that and have a good time, it's definitely worth the price of admission. So I was very, very happy with that.
You mentioned it was like a college environment. My cousin came down to the Wheelersburg game last year. It was the first time he's ever been here. And after the game, I said, well, what did you think? He's like, man, it was like a college atmosphere out there. People tailgating on the parking lot of OUSC. You walk in, the place is packed, and just a great feel. And that's the way it is every week there at the Tank, so people can come out and watch the Fighting Tigers.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look back now at last week's game, a 42-3 win over Liberty Christian Academy. This is a service of Tackett's Body Shop in Ironton. You guys trailed 3-0 after a Jet Johnson field goal. Kind of a little back-and-forth action there early on, but then you scored 2 plays later, and it was pretty much over at that point. Defensively, offensively, everything was clicking. If we take a look at the numbers from that game last week, 214 rushing yards, 191 passing, over 400 yards of total offense. Defensively, you hold them to 29 yards rushing, and that's 2 straight weeks of just outstanding run defense from your team. 51 passing yards, 80 total yards for Liberty Christian, and they had come in with such high accolades, back-to-back state champs, 28 consecutive wins, an outstanding running game. Their offensive line was massive, but the quickness that you guys had, I think, on the defensive line, the front seven, really showed up exceptionally well in that game, able to stop the run. Just overall thoughts on the game last week against a really good football team. Yeah,
obviously I think we played well. When you look at Liberty Christian, they do a lot of really good stuff, and, they have a lot of talent. I think it kind of goes unnoticed that, for instance, their quarterback, he has an Arkansas offer. He has 6 offers, one of them being Arkansas. I mean, he has an SEC offer. Their O-line, like you said, was very big. Right guard and right tackle both have offers. They're 6'6" and 6'7", 295 and 320 pounds, respectively. I mean, big guys. So, very talented, very good at what they do. You don't go 28-0 and win 2 consecutive state championships just by chance. I mean, you got to be good at what you do. Very good program. Coach Rocco runs a great program, and he thinks that they're still going to have a very, very successful year. So I'm excited to follow them. But you flip over to us, and I think our kids being in those games last year with the Clarkson North out of Canada, and Pikeville and Liberty Center in the state championship game, and facing guys that big in stature, they do a great job, very disciplined. It's made us better. We talk about that all the time. The competition we play is going to make us better, and no matter what the outcome is. And I think that you're seeing that now, and I think our kids are seeing that. They're understanding that, we can play with anybody if we do things the right way, and we do what we're taught, and we try to execute it at a high level. And, I think for our Saturday night was an example of that, where you kind of looked at us on paper. They got the size advantage. They got 28-game win streak. Little bigger school. They have 6 Division I signees right now. You'd have probably gave them the edge, but our kids just understand, hey, we got to go out. We got to control our controllables. We got to take care of business, do what we can do, and then let the chips fall where they may. And our kids done a really good job of that.
A running game was on point. Caden, an outstanding game, carrying the ball, 10 carries, 121 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Also through the air, his best game, 11 for 15, 148, and 2 scores to Braden Baker and to Maddox Markle. Zane ran for 47 yards. Kylan Grace, another touchdown, 35 yards. Everything seemed to be working offensively on the ground. Well, on the ground through the air. Everything was clicking offensively. The offensive line played well. The only thing I know you'll want to clear up is the penalty situation, which kind of hurt, on a couple of returns. But still, offensively, the running game was clicking once again, and that kind of shows how dangerous of a player that Caden Edwards can be, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, obviously. Very dynamic. With the ball in his hands, you never know. I mean, if you give him a step, he's definitely going to take advantage of it, and good luck catching him. But, we got 5, 6, 7, 8 guys that can, when they touch the ball, I truly feel like they can score. 4 or 5 of them being running backs even. And, them guys might not get as many carries as they would if they was elsewhere or as many looks, but they're getting quality, and they're putting on good film against really good opponents, and that's what people want to see. And they're playing at a high level, and they're learning how to be great teammates and the unselfishness that it takes, and it takes that to succeed at the next level. And our kids are really taking it in stride, and they're becoming those type of guys and those type of leaders that you want in the locker room. So that's probably what I'm most proud of.
How much better can this defense get? I mean, we saw week one, it was non-existent after the first two plays for Shelby Valley. This offense, which came in highly touted, non-existent after their field goal drive. How much better can they get? I mean, they're playing lights out right now. Yeah,
I mean, I definitely think we can get a lot better. They're playing really well, and I know you probably kind of looking at me crazy when I say that, but you got to understand we got a lot of guys that not played a lot of football out there still. They're just kind of green, and they're learning, and they're just playing with such effort that it's bailing them out on a lot of things. But when we sharpen them up and they're able to hone in on their skills, I think the sky's the limits for his defense. You got Ashton Lane that hasn't played football in multiple years, and he's out there. And he's got a handful of live reps under his belt, but he's playing at such a high level and doing a great job of it. Ethan Sutton steps in at one of the linebacker spots as a junior now that hasn't played much varsity minutes. Braden Lynn at one of the D lineman spots, same thing. Aiden Hensley, same thing. Just had played sparingly before. Now they're stepping into those roles. Tyson Harvey, them guys are just stepping up. They're playing at a really high level. But I do think once they get some game experience and the game starts slowing down for them and they're able to sharpen their skills, I do think the sky's the limit for these guys.
Yeah, and they played outstanding the first couple of weeks. And we talked about it last week, Coach, the special teams aspect of the game, which I think some coaches put a lot of emphasis on, and it shows that you guys do as well. Especially on the kickoffs and kick returns. We saw Tyler Carmen pick one up and go 95 yards. It was called back. Maddox Markle's done an outstanding job returning kicks this year. And you finally punted this year, so we know the punting situation. But special teams is a super important aspect of football, and I know you guys put a lot of emphasis on that.
Yeah, we talk about that third phase of the game, and that's a way that we can flip field position and win the hidden yardage battle, which is, we talk about, first and foremost, we want to field every kick, whether it's a punt or a kickoff. We don't want the ball on the ground. We want to field it. And our kids kind of take that to heart, and they really want to do it, and that's another opportunity for them to get touches. I tell them that's the one place in football where you can be selfish is field every kick, and that gives yourself another touch. So we kind of emphasize that, and our kids do a great job of that. They understand why we are doing that and what we're trying to accomplish out of that, and then they're doing a good job of executing. Tyler Carmen understands if the ball's kicked there, he's going to make first level miss, and he knows where to hit the crease at based on what return we have, and he was able to do that. Like you said, Maddox Markle's done a great job returning. We got 4 or 5 guys that can return punts for us that we feel comfortable about throwing back there, and we're going to use them all.
One of the downfalls of being outside, right? Just we're okay.
Yeah.
I know it's cliche, Coach, and everybody says, well, coaches always say you make the most improvement between weeks 1 and week 2. You didn't get a lot of reps in week 1. So is it more week 2 and week 3 now for you guys, or was it that case of improving between week 1 and 2?
I sure hope it's between week 2 and week 3. But, we made some improvements. But, I honestly think I think our biggest thing is, we're not going to have everything installed until probably week 5 this year. We're just playing a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces, but sharpening what we do have installed and just them. We have so much depth right now that allowing them guys to get game-like reps in practice is going to be huge. Not a lot of people are fortunate enough to do that, and we realize that, and we take advantage of that. We can get them game-like reps in practice. Just the speed of the game, that's going to be huge for us, and that's what we've been trying to accomplish. We got some guys that are still kind of feeling their way around, understanding the offense, and it shows at times. But when them guys start getting a grasp on what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we want to do it, I really think that they're going to flourish.
You mentioned depth and how deep you are this year. How is it compared to last year's team, maybe some of the other teams you've had in the past, because it seems like this team is pretty deep, maybe top 2 as far as depth goes?
Yeah, I mean, at certain positions, it's deeper than we've ever had. I don't know if I can say it across the board, but definitely as deep as we've been. Feel very good about them. I mean, I truly think we go 5-6 running backs deep.
Yeah.
the hardest part is getting everyone touches, but it's also understanding, number one, we're going to roll with a hot hand. Number two, we're loading up. We're hoping to play 16 games, and our goal is to play 16 games. And number three, it's, we're still trying to figure out our identity and kind of fill out what we're going to be good at.
Well, a big win for the Fighting Tigers, 42-3 over Liberty Christian on Saturday night. Look Back was brought to you by Tackett's Body Shop in Ironton. We're going to step aside right now. We've got more to come. We will talk with some of the players. We've got several players here. We will talk with them in just a bit. We also have our Play of the Week, brought to you by Fine Tune Detailing. That's coming up on the other side. A little bit later, we have our Screen Doctor Senior Student Athlete of the Week. That's Addison Murray. She'll join us here, and then we'll take a look ahead to next week's game at Cincinnati McNicholas. All that is still to come here on Inside Ironton Football at Buffalo Wild Wings here on 106.7 WIRO and Kool TV.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan.
The health plan is still growing, giving you a large network of doctors, friendly and helpful customer service representatives, and competitive, flexible pricing plans that meet your needs. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Since 1891, the Ironton Elks Lodge number 177 has proudly served our community, supporting youth, student athletes, and education. From the most valuable student scholarship and annual essay contest to youth sports sponsorships, the Elks are dedicated to making a difference. The Ironton Elks Lodge 177 salutes the Ironton Fighting Tigers as they defend their state football championships. Go Big Eye!
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
It takes a great team to achieve mission success, and the Ironton Fighting Tigers know that teamwork makes all the difference. The mission at the Armory Smokehouse is to deliver the highest quality food and excellent customer service to every guest. That's done through teamwork, communications, and respect. There's been many courageous men and women who have walked these very floors and have used the same philosophy while defending our freedom and country. The Armory Smokehouse, 920 Vernon Street, Ironton.
The moments, the images, the memories. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. With Randall Crank Photography, you'll have a lifetime of conversation. Randall Crank Photography captures those images on the field, on the court, and in any setting. Whether it's senior portraits, sports or action shots, highlight and hype videos, or team shots. Randall Crank Photography gives you the shots you'll love and cherish. Call and schedule your session today, 740-237-7796, or connect on social media at Randall Crank Photography.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your insurance needs, call Sheer Mountain Insurance. As an authorized agent for Ohio Mutual Insurance Group, we have the protection that's right for you and your budget. Whether it's your auto, home, farm, business, or more, Sheer Mountain Insurance can create the right Ohio Mutual policy for you. Call us at 740-532-8755.
Big news. Football is back, and so is Pick 6 from 1999 at Buffalo Wild Wings. This is the ultimate meal for two, with 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks. Pick between boneless wings and any of the 26 sauces and seasonings, spicy sauced or grilled crispy chicken dippers, and hand-smashed double-stacked all-American cheeseburgers with sides and fries, tots, and potato wedges. Pick 6 meal for 2 at participating locations for a limited time. Pricing may vary by region. See service for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other discounts or offers.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed to Lead playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
This is Inside Ironton Football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle. There are big plays every week, but this one stands out as our play of the week, presented by Fine Tune Detailing on News Talk 106.7 WIRO.
Edwards fakes the handoff to Carmen and runs right side, gets a good block, takes it across the 30, spins off a tackler to the 25, still fighting forward, breaks into the open field, he's to the 10-5 and touchdown. There is a penalty marker on the play, but Caden Edwards has taken this one 37 yards for the touchdown. Face mask is the call against Liberty Christian. That's declined, and the Fighting Tigers are on the board, and they have the lead.
Quarterback showing his athleticism as well as his strength and his speed all on that one play. Caden Edwards, the score, 37-yard run. Ironton with the touchdown, point after coming.
That was our play of the week, brought to you by Fine Tune Detailing, 619 North 6th Street in Ironton. This is Inside Ironton Football. We are on the patio, porch, whatever you want to call it, Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm Jason Philyaw, and you saw this guy right here bobbing his head. He was enjoying the play of the week because it was him. It's Caden Edwards, and on the left, his left, is Ben Williams, offensive lineman. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Man,
pretty good.
So take me through that play.
I saw Coach, and he gave me a head nod, so I was like, okay, it's my opportunity to shine. But I couldn't say it was just me. It was all my team, great blocks, everybody going downfield, helping me out, just making it easy for me. Like, it's never just a me thing. It's my whole team, and it was just amazing.
So you run a lot of the option. Now, there was one time last week when it looked like Zane just, like, ripped it out of your hands, right? Does that happen a lot? You guys fight for the ball? It's like, no, I see this hole. No, I want the ball.
Yeah, but, I mean, I can't get mad at him. I have faith in him, and he's going to get the job done, too. It's not just me, like I said. It's just everybody, and it's just amazing to have a team like that.
Was everything kind of slowing down for you? I mean, you had 121 yards rushing and through the air, probably your best game, and a couple of touchdown passes. How did it feel to be out there and have a game like that?
It felt amazing, just with the glory of God and having faith and everything. And, it was more like slowed down to me, just being poised, just calm and just understanding the game of football, just picking at things that I see during, like, film and everything. So everything was slow. And we was well prepared. Yeah,
no doubt. That team was pretty good coming in, 2 straight state championships and won 28 in a row, and you guys just made it look easy.
Yes,
so
sir.
Things were good. And Ben, you come to Ironton this year. What has your experience been like at Ironton?
It's been amazing, man. Like, the situation, at my old school, it was, some things I didn't like about it, and I wanted a better opportunity for myself. My dream was to play college football. And I knew Coach Pendleton had, like, all those connections, to different colleges. And, I wanted that for myself. And I knew, great players like Cade and Zane. Like, I played against those guys, at Marshall the past few years. So, I wanted to be a part of something special this year. So I decided to make the move here.
So everybody, all the kids, all the players that grew up here always talked about running out of the tunnel. They were kids at one time reaching over. You didn't experience that growing up. So you come here. What was that experience like for you Saturday night, running out of the tunnel with the crowd going nuts, a huge crowd, the music was blaring, the lights were flashing, you had orange lights, and it was just an unbelievable environment. What was it like for you?
Like, I was towards the back because, I'm trying to, like, focus, like, make sure all my steps are, correct and stuff, like, for the game plan and everything. And I, like, start running out. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, the lights are going crazy. Like, the crowd's screaming. Like, I got goosebumps. Like, we go over, we say our prayer before the game. And I'm just like, man, like, I made the right decision coming here. Like, it was something incredible.
When you're in the tunnel, can you hear the crowd and the roar, and what's that like when you're in that tunnel?
It's crazy. Like, I was just sitting there, and I'm just like, oh, my God, I could barely, like, hear myself in the locker room. I was just like, man, this is insane.
Yeah, Caden, and you were in that tunnel too, and you're coming out starting at home for the first time at quarterback.
Yes, sir.
You have any nerves at all?
I had nerves, but, I mean, just the faith I have for everything is just always going to be top-notch. I'm always going to bet on my team. I'm always going to bet on myself. And it's just when you have a community that loves for you so much, I feel like that gave me so much confidence because it's not just me, like I said. It's community, team, everything. And that means everything to me, and it calms me down in a way.
That's good. That's good. Ben, I know Your dad was a great offensive lineman, knocking guys over at Marshall for a long time, and spent some time in the NFL. How much has he taught you about that offensive line position?
He taught me a lot. Like, growing up, I always, wanted to run the ball. I always wanted the spotlight.
We all
and
did,
everything.
right?
Yeah. So I played tight end up until, like, my freshman year at Capital Midland, and I decided to make, the transition to be, offensive line. And Dad stepped in and was teaching me a lot, and he ended up being the offensive line coach there for 2 years. And he taught me, everything I know right now. Like, it's, pass sets, run blocking, right footwork, technique, everything, like he taught me all of that. So
what's it like blocking for guys like him and Zane?
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. You're blocking, make a really good block, you look up and you just see Gainer Zane like running down the field, like, 100 miles per hour and scores that touchdown. And you're like, man, I'm so glad they're running the ball.
Do you try to catch him? You try to get an extra block down there?
Once or twice, yeah. And then later on in the game, I'm just, going down like PAT.
Yeah. Take my time. He'll get down there much longer before I'll get down there. Yeah. So I'll just take my time and get down there.
Basically.
What's it like running behind him? Or passing, as it were?
Protected.
Yeah.
Real protected. And I can't ask for no better O-line. I feel like we got it. Like, we're amazing up front. So just having confidence in them and them getting the job done is just so special to me. I can't thank them enough.
Have you guys had a chance to look at McNicholas a lot on film? I mean, here we are on Tuesday, and I know the game is on Friday, but have you had a chance to peek at him a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been watching film. I know I watch film like during my free time at school, and they definitely have some players. I don't think it's too much like we can't handle it. Like, we definitely can. But I think, if we just, prep for them, make sure we know, like, what to expect from them, that I think we'll, be perfectly fine in our game.
Caden, what do you see from them defensively?
I see a lot of coverages that we've seen before, nothing different. I mean, I'm starting to see my spots where I want to pick at, and I'm feeling real confident for Friday.
That's awesome. We look forward to it. Friday night at McNicholas. Caden Edwards, quarterback and defensive back. Ben Williams, offensive line. We appreciate you guys coming out. We're going to get your teammates on here and talk to them a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Caden, good luck. Ben, good luck on Friday. We'll have you guys slide out, and we'll bring on Tyson and Kylan. So come on over, fellas. Come on. You guys are good. You can take the headphones off, and we'll slide them in here. Again, Ironton and McNicholas will be Friday, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the program with Coach Trevon Pendleton, and we're going to get a couple more fellas in here. Come on in, Tyson. Grab a seat. Tyson Cox. Kylan Grace. Come on in and put the headphones on, and let's talk shop here. Tyson, senior.
Yes, sir.
Coming back, and I know you've had some injuries. You've battled back from that, and here you are, starting linebacker and tight end. You had a catch last week, first one. How'd that feel?
Felt great, man. Felt great. Try to get upfield and make something happen to the best of my abilities.
Yeah. What about defensively? How you enjoy playing defense?
I enjoyed it a lot. I think we play really fast and really detailed. I love it.
All right, Kylan Grace, linebacker, running back, and we talked with Ben. His dad played at Marshall. Your dad played at Marshall as well. And I told you before we went on the air, your dad was a beast at linebacker. Man, he was just a killer up at Marshall. So, how much did he teach you? How much have you learned from him by either just listening to him talk or watching football games with him?
I've basically learned everything from him. Ever since I was a little boy playing in Little League, he was always telling me, Colin, this is how you got to do this is how you got to do that, and giving me those pointers since he's played at that level, so he knows what to do. He knows how it's got to be done, and I definitely listen to him, and that's just about it.
I asked Ben about his experience here at Ironton. A lot of kids like Tyson grew up watching Ironton football here. You guys, you didn't. All right, so you're here for the first time. What's your experience been like here at Ironton, and especially Saturday night when you're in the tunnel and you hear the people screaming and you come out and the place is packed and they're cheering for you and the lights and the music and everything?
I mean, it's been absolutely amazing. It's been incredible. When I'm in the tunnel, you hear the drums playing, you hear the music going, you hear the fans cheering, you hear it all, and it's just an incredible thing to experience. And you run out, you see everybody's cheering for you, and you see everybody's hyped up. You see the new lights going off, and it's just really fun.
Did you have any butterflies?
I think a little bit. But the second one foot got outside that tunnel, I was like, okay, it's go time.
Yeah. Tyson, you've grown up watching football. Your brother played here, and have you seen an environment like that, like we had Saturday night?
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I told Coach it was probably top 2 or top 3 all time.
Yeah, I mean, the stands looked absolutely loaded, and the environment was just crazy. They was yelling like crazy. Our home crowd, they did awesome.
They brought Liberty Christian brought some fans too.
I was actually surprised by their outturn. They brought a lot of people.
Yeah, that first game, there were a lot of people from Chicago that came down, and I thought the crowds were really good for the whole thing. But they were really loud. They were into it. They got that scoring drive where they kicked a field goal.
Yep.
Was it something you guys said or did to kind of shut them down from that point? Because they got nothing after that.
Yeah. Well, with our defense, we just try to focus on, you might bend but never break. We didn't want to let them get in the end zone. We may have gave up 3, but we didn't want to let it happen again, and we didn't. We just stuck to the game plan and, try to limit our mistakes.
Kylan, how has the defense grown in the past couple of weeks? Of course, a shutout week 1 and then just 3 points this past week.
Oh, we've grown a lot, especially since the 7-on-7s. We've learned a lot. We've done a great job adjusting to the teams that we're playing week by week, and that's really just an ode to Coach Jared and the work that he puts in to make sure that we're prepared for every game every single week.
How intense is he?
He's very intense. Very intense. But that's good, though. That's good.
Tyson, you laughed at that. What's
everybody knows he's intense, man. He likes to get after it.
Who's the most intense guy on the team?
Coach or player?
Coach. Last week we talked with some of the players, and they said Zane. So Zane is probably the most intense guy. What about coaches?
I'd say Coach Jared, but
really,
yeah, Coach Trevon. Coach Trevon gets after it too. Though.
Oh, I know.
No doubt. Yeah.
How much have you guys watched McNicholas?
I've watched them a little bit. They're a good football team. They play hard, and they're going to throw a lot of different formations at us, and they're a pretty good football team.
Are they more a predominantly run team, pass team, or are they balanced?
Balanced. They're pretty balanced. I know they have a running back that's pretty good.
Is that the guy, Kylan, that stands out to you offensively from them?
Yes, sir.
What's his skill set like?
Go ahead.
All right. He's pretty quick. He's got some wheels. I don't think he's really going to run you over, but he can move a little bit.
Is that what you see, Kylan?
Yes, sir.
All right. From an offensive, we talk a lot about defense because you guys stand out on defense, but offense, you're getting some time with Zane and with Tyler Carmen, and Coach said that from a running back's room, we're pretty deep. You guys feel pretty good about no matter who's back there, they are very capable of breaking it.
Yes, sir, definitely. And we have so many elusive players, and there's so many different things we can do to really attack a defense, and I think it's amazing.
A lot of weapons.
Yes, sir.
A lot of weapons. And it helps when you got a quarterback like Caden Edwards who is very capable. It's almost like a fourth running back, right?
Yep.
You guys sometimes line up in the old T formation.
Oh, yeah.
You're used to that.
I love it.
It's one of my favorite ones to hear.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't run that before, right?
Nope. It's completely new, but I love it. It feels good.
What do you like about it?
I like being in that fullback stance. Being able to go right downhill.
Yeah. And hit somebody if you need to.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you've had some big runs this year and some touchdowns, 3 touchdowns on the year, and a great year so far, but we're going to keep it going, right? Rolling into McNicholas Friday and then back at home next week to see the crowd come out and cheer you guys on.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys enjoying it?
Oh, yeah.
Practices?
Love it.
Definitely.
School going all right? Everything good?
Yep, going good.
100%.
All right, good deal. Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Good to talk to you, and good luck Friday at McNicholas.
Thank you, Jason.
Appreciate it, Tyson.
Yes,
Tyson
sir.
Cox,
Thank you for
Kylan
having us
Grace.
on.
Thank you. All right, we're going to step aside for a moment, and when we come back, we will have our Screen Doctor Senior Student Athlete of the Week. That is Addison Murray, soccer player, and we will talk with her. And then we'll be back a little bit later, and we will talk about McNicholas High School, and we'll get Coach Trevon Pendleton back on, and we'll talk about that with him. That's all to come when we continue with Inside Ironton Football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan.
The health plan is still growing, giving you a large network of doctors, friendly and helpful customer service representatives, and competitive, flexible pricing plans that meet your needs. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We we are here for you.
Since 1891, the Ironton Elks Lodge number 177 has proudly served our community, supporting youth, student athletes, and education. From the most valuable student scholarship and annual essay contest to youth sports sponsorships, the Elks are dedicated to making a difference. The Ironton Elks Lodge 177 salutes the Ironton Fighting Tigers as they defend their state football championships. Go Big Eye!
This football season, there's no better place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Fighting Tiger win than Patties and Pints in downtown Ironton. From gourmet burgers to crisp wings and ice-cold drafts, Patties and Pints brings big flavor and hometown pride together under one roof. Bring your team, bring your appetite, and bring your Tiger spirit. Check out the menu and game day specials at pattiesandpints.com. Patties and Pints, where Ironton eat, drink, and cheers.
The moments, the images, the memories. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. With Randall Crank Photography, you'll have a lifetime of conversation. Randall Crank Photography captures those images on the field, on the court, and in any setting. Whether it's senior portraits, sports or action shots, highlight and hype videos, or team shots. Randall Crank Photography gives you the shots you'll love and cherish. Call and schedule your session today, 740-237-7796, or connect on social media at Randall Crank Photography.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
What do you look for in an insurance agency? Honesty, reliability, experience? You'll find them all and more at Sheer Mountain Insurance. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or more, see Sheer Mountain Insurance, 209 South 3rd Street in Ironton. Call 740-532-8755 for affordable, reliable insurance when you need it most.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed Delete playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
This is Inside Ironton Football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle. Time now for Screen Doctor Senior Student Athlete of the Week, presented by Screen Doctors in South Point.
Back on Inside Ironton Football, it is our Screen Doctor Senior Student Athlete of the Week, and it is Addison Murray, a senior, goes to St. Joe, plays soccer at Ironton. Congratulations. I guess that's awesome. Captain on the soccer team.
Yes.
What position do you play, and how long have you been playing soccer?
I play offensive midfield, and I played soccer all through elementary school, and I just started back my sophomore year, so about 3 years in high school.
You had a little break in there, elementary, middle school. And,
yeah.
Okay. Addison is the team captain on the soccer team. She also plays basketball and runs track. Grade point average of 4.0, is a member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and National English Honor Society, a part of the Impact Prevention Team, Quiz Bowl team, and school newspaper. Tell me about those things, the Impact Prevention Team. What's that all about?
We really work with elementary kids on making good choices, living drug-free, things like that. We go down to our elementary school a lot, and it's all over the county. They have it at a lot of schools, the Impact Prevention Team.
They do a lot of good work. Yeah. They do. And Quiz Bowl team? Was that
yeah.
fun?
I just started last year quiz bowl team. Yeah, I had fun doing quiz bowl.
Okay. And what do you do for the school newspaper? Are you a columnist? Are you a reporter? Are you an editor?
I write articles. Usually opinion pieces.
Oh, edgy stuff? Controversy?
Not really, but it's a school newspaper.
I know. You're right. Also, athletically, first team all OVC in soccer, second team all district, placed on the podium at district track meet in the 100 and the 200.
Yes.
How fun was that?
It was really fun. That was my first time advancing to districts, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So,
which do you like better? Can you pick one that you like better, soccer or track?
It's really different. Like for track, you're competing for yourself mostly, and soccer, you're competing with your team. So I like them equally for different reasons.
That's good. That's good. So after high school, you want to go into college. Tell us about your college aspirations.
Right now I'm looking at pharmacy, being a pharmacist, or maybe healthcare administration. That's kind of what I want to do. More in the healthcare field, but not quite like in the hospitals, you know.
Gotcha. Do you have any schools picked out? Have you narrowed it down?
Not really. Somewhere around here. I've been Marshall, Moorhead State, maybe one of those two.
Go Herd. Just little recruiting there. Sorry. So what's school been like for you this year? Are you doing, like, I know a lot of kids do college prep classes and college classes. Do you do any of that?
Yeah, I'm taking political science at my school, so it's dual credit. So I'm getting college and high school credit for that. I do honors physics and AP English. Those
Awesome.
are the ones I'm doing right now.
What's your favorite subject?
Probably English. I like English a lot.
What's your least favorite subject?
Probably science, because it's hard, but I still like doing science. But
So, do you do like science lab, experiment, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff?
Yeah. Right now I'm taking physics, so it's more about a lot of math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as soccer goes, you guys have a couple of games this week. You play Thursday at Chesapeake. You play Saturday at home against Rock Hill. What do you know about Chesapeake?
Last year we beat them. We're hoping for a win Thursday. Yeah, that's really all I know about Chesapeake right now.
And then Saturday, you got a home match against Rock Hill, right?
Yeah.
You're looking forward to that one?
Yes.
Rock Hill, how are they?
They're pretty good. It'll be a competitive game. So.
Good deal. I know your coaches are over there watching. They've got their phones up, and they're watching to make sure you say something nice about them too, right? Do you have to say anything about your coaches?
Yes, they've worked really hard to make us a better team. We're a new team, and we've really seen a lot of progress over the past few games.
How have you grown as a team from last year to this year? This, of course, just the second year for the actual sport. It was a club sport a couple years ago, but now it's a varsity sport. So how have you grown from last year to this year?
We've had a lot of new girls come out this year. We really have focused on the fundamentals, like from the beginning, and we've really seen a lot of progress in working together as a team over these past few games.
That's awesome. All right, so get out and watch the girls soccer team at home. You can go watch them at Chesapeake if you want to, but they will be at home Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yes,
right, 10 a.m. first kick. So go check them out and cheer them on against Rock Hill. It's Addison Murray, our Screen Doctor Senior Student Athlete of the Week. It's brought to you by Screen Doctors on County Road 1 in South Point. They fix your screens for your windows, your doors, your screened-in back porches. Danny Lane does an excellent job. So go check him out, Screen Doctors, County Road 1 in South Point, taking care of screens and supporting our student athletes. Addison, congratulations. Thank you for joining us. Good luck Thursday and Saturday. We'll see you Saturday because we're going to be doing that game on Cool TV. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Addison Murray. We will step aside one more time. When we come back, we will talk with Trevon Pendleton once again, and we'll talk about Cincinnati McNicholas, the next team on the schedule for the Fighting Tigers. We'll do that after this time out. This is Inside Ironton Football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Cool TV.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan.
The health plan is still growing, giving you a large network of doctors, friendly and helpful customer service representatives, and competitive, flexible pricing plans that meet your needs. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Since 1891, the Ironton Elks Lodge number 177 has proudly served our community, supporting youth, student athletes, and education. From the most valuable student scholarship and annual essay contest to youth sports sponsorships, the Elks are dedicated to making a difference. The Ironton Elks Lodge 177 salutes the Ironton Fighting Tigers as they defend their state football championships. Go Big Eye!
The moments, the images, the memories. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. With Randall Crank Photography, you'll have a lifetime of conversation. Randall Crank Photography captures those images on the field, on the court, and in any setting. Whether it's senior portraits, sports or action shots, highlight and hype videos, or team shots. Randall Crank Photography gives you the shots you'll love and cherish. Call and schedule your session today, 740-237-7796, or connect on social media at Randall Crank Photography.
When you're looking for the deal that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too, I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
For all your auto insurance needs, call Sheer Mountain Insurance. We work with many national insurance companies, and we give you choices. Plus, we're your local source for your homeowner's insurance coverage, too. Be sure to ask about our auto home discount packages available. Sheer Mountain Insurance. Call 740-532-8755.
Big news. Football is back, and so is Pick 6 from 1999 at Buffalo Wild Wings. This is the ultimate meal for two, with 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks. Pick between boneless wings and any of the 26 sauces and seasonings, spicy sauced or grilled crispy chicken dippers, and hand-smashed double-stacked all-American cheeseburgers with sides and fries, tots, and potato wedges. Pick 6 meal for 2 at participating locations for a limited time. Pricing may vary by region. See service for details. Tax fees extra. Not valid with other discounts or offers.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed to Lead playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
It takes a great team to achieve mission success, and the Ironton Fighting Tigers know that teamwork makes all the difference. The mission at the Armory Smokehouse is to deliver the highest quality food and excellent customer service to every guest. That's done through teamwork, communications, and respect. There's been many courageous men and women who have walked these very floors and have used the same philosophy while defending our freedom and country. The Armory Smokehouse, 920 Vernon Street, Ironton.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
This is Inside Ironton Football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle.
And we're back at Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton. It is
Time to
inside.
find out what's going on at the school. It's Around Ironton High School on News Talk 106.7 WIRO.
I jumped the gun a little bit. False start, penalty on me. Back it up 5 yards. Around Ironton High School here on Inside Ironton Football. We had a boys soccer match today against Greenup. Don't have a result on that yet. I think that probably should be over by now, but we'll try to get that before we go off the air. Tomorrow, girls soccer at Bath County. They play Chesapeake Thursday. Boys and girls soccer at Chesapeake Friday. Of course, Ironton at McNicholas. Saturday, you can see it on the calendar. Boys soccer against Rock Hill. The girls soccer team plays Rock Hill 10 a.m. We'll have that one on Kool TV for you right here. Volleyball has a match against Federal Hawking and Portsmouth West starting at 11 o'clock at the Conley Center. And now we take a look at that football game on Friday as we take a look ahead to this week's opponent, Cincinnati McNicholas. That'll be Friday night. Now, that, Coach, is that a 7:30? Did they change it, push it back to 7:30?
Yeah, we did. Kind of accommodate our fans that will be traveling in from out of town. And, they got some construction going on and things. And he said actually they're getting in their stadium isn't the easiest to navigate. So we end up pushing start time to 7:30, yes.
And it is their first home game of the year. So they are going to be fired up for that. just to let some fans know a little bit about it, it's seating on one side only at Penn Station Stadium. So the capacity there is 2,250, but they can accommodate up to about 3,500. I was talking with their athletic director, Drew Schmidt, earlier this week, and he said, "You expect a lot of people to come down?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're going to bring a lot of people, so you be ready." So he said they're ready to embrace it. They're excited for it. Ironton trails the overall series. These teams have met a few times in the past, the last being in 1983. It was a 14-all tie. McNicholas won in 64 and 65. Ironton won in 1982. So it's been a while since Ironton has played McNicholas. How did we get this one on the schedule? Let's talk about that first.
Yeah, obviously there's a thing out there called Ohio Scheduler on Twitter, and guy does a really great job. He sends out email blasts, and we end up having the same week open. Really didn't work out in our schedule at the very beginning just because the way some of our home games and away games lined up. But after the Wheelersburg game moved to week 6 and we was going to be back down there, it kind of allowed some flexibility there early in our schedule, and we was able to get McNick signed on for a 2-year deal. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, we'll go down there. And they'll come back here next year. So we'll see Ironton and McNicholas this Friday. They started the season with a 34-28 win at Turpin. They lost to Wheelersburg last week 10-7. Did you go check that game out, a little early scouting report?
I did. I didn't get to watch the whole game or anything, but made it there in the second quarter and was able to watch 2.5 quarters of football there. And obviously 2.5 good quarters of football came right down to the end. So we was able to get some notes on them for sure.
What jumps out? I know that they didn't have a lot offensively, but defense, it looks like bend but don't break, because they gave up a lot of yards to Wheelersburg, but only 1 touchdown.
Yeah, very athletic. So they're able to, even on plays where you pop it, and you think that it's going to be a huge gain, it ends up just being a moderate gain because they're able to recover with their athleticism and get people on the ground. And then offensively, same thing. If they're out in space, they do a really good job. So you got to be very disciplined, very structurally sound, and keep them bottled up.
The balance kind of a thing. They've got a really good running back, I know.
Yeah, they do. He's a special player for sure.
They are a Division III team. Again, and their only score offensively came on the defensive side of the ball, right? They had a scoop and score, and that was their only
I got there right after it. So,
right after that.
Yeah.
So you missed that part. Caleb Nauman is the running back. He had 90 carries against Wheelersburg. Through the air, Stephen Meltebrink, 6 for 14. How's their – you just look at those numbers and you think, maybe their passing game's not that strong. But, when you look at it as a coach, what do you see?
Well, I think structurally Wheelersburg allowed them to, gave them short game and just seeing if they'd be willing to take it. And, I think that they were looking for more play action and drive the ball down the field. But it just seemed like both teams are very athletic and very balanced. Them and Wheelersburg, they just really couldn't get in rhythm. And, that's like early season jitters. So from one week to the next could be a completely different story. The key to them is creating those negative plays, keeping them off schedule, and hopefully keeping down and distance in our favor. And
it's like I said, it's their first home game, so they're going to be excited, and the nerves, the anticipation, a huge crowd. And I was talking with some of your players and asked them about that, being in the tunnel, and they have any jitters, and they're like, yeah, I had little jitters because it was the first home game, and there's just something special about that first home game, right? So they're going to be amped up and fired up for that. Yeah, we tell people all the time, like even from the coaching standpoint, and if you've never experienced a game at the Tank and running out of that tunnel, man, there's nothing like it. It's crazy. Great atmosphere, just a great environment, and from the community down to the kids hanging over the railing. I mean, it's what a high school football game is supposed to be. Yeah, and McNicholas is going to try to replicate that. They can't. You can't replicate what's at the Tank. But again, for the fans, they have seating on one side only. So if you remember going to Pikeville last year, it's going to be that kind of a setup. Maybe a little bit more seating there. So you'll want to get there early. I've been asked about stream. Are we going to have stream? We can only stream the games that we are able to. So Shelby Valley, video stream, I should say. So Shelby Valley, they were supposed to do video stream, but we got there and found out that they couldn't do it. Last week, Flow Sports TV had the contract to all 3 games at the Ironton Classic, so we couldn't stream that. This week, McNicholas does have a stream, and we'll get that link out if you want to watch it. Of course, turn them down and then turn up the radio and our stream and listen there. But then the following week, when we're back at home for a Saturday afternoon game, right,
Yes.
against Canisius, we'll have all the home games, and we're trying to work it out to where we do that game with Gallia Academy. So I know people probably been blowing you up. They've been blowing me up and saying, well, why aren't we streaming? That's why. We can't, but we will. And we're really excited because that next home game against Canisius, we got some special things planned, and it's gonna be really neat when we get that going.
Awesome.
But you can always listen on WIROradio.com and on Kool TV on the streaming app on YouTube. You can do that, and of course with the app, the Total Media Radio app, so you can do that. Guys, excited to hit the road again? I mean, another long road. Every road trip is a long trip this year, except Wheelersburg.
Yeah, obviously it's not a bad trip, especially we're fortunate enough we got a bus and, we can travel the way that we do.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier than walking or biking. You got a bus. That's good.
But just having the Tiger bus, it makes a lot more leg room, a lot more comfortable ride. But, obviously it's right in Anderson's backyard, so we've made this trip once already this year. So nothing to it. Just load up and let's go.
Logging a lot of miles this year.
Yes, we are.
Shelby Valley, Cincinnati, Gallia, Wheelersburg, and then driving 3.5 hours plus to Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Hopefully log a few more miles in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Do guys really enjoy getting on the road? Kind of a bonding thing for them?
Yeah, they do. I mean, obviously, I think that the bonding time and just the togetherness, we talk about it all the time. Like, when it's gone, it's gone. So, for former players like me, they ask about like what I miss the most, and it's that time with the guys that you've spent all that effort and all those hours with. I miss that time, whether it's on the bus, the plane, in their case, just the bus, but locker room. Those are the memories and the feeling that you'll never get back.
I know with our game this past Saturday, you probably didn't get a chance to watch any college football, but there were games Sunday and Monday. And your downtime, I'm using the air quotes here. Do you watch a lot of college football? Yeah, I'm a huge college football fan now. Believe it or not, I don't watch much NFL football. I watch a few teammates that I still have playing, but I do watch a lot of college football. So I was able Friday night, Michigan State played. They didn't play Saturday when we played, so that was nice. So I was able to watch them. Got to watch a little bit of the Texas Ohio State game. Don't get to sit down and watch whole games, but get to catch bits and pieces of them. So it's good. Who are some of the guys that you were teammates with that are still playing right now? So still playing. I got Will Golston, who is starting D tackle for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kirk Cousins, and obviously, and then Jack Conklin's the starting right tackle for the Browns. Then I got Tabor Pepper, who is the starting long snapper for the 49ers. That's about it as far as teammates go from my college years. Yep. Well, that's all right. They're still playing, so that's a good thing. Yep. All right, so that look at Cincinnati McNicholas brought to you by Tackett's Body Shop in Ironton. It is Friday night, 7:30. A lot of schedules may say 7, but it's a 7:30 start. You'll want to get there early. Seating capacity, 2,250. They can accommodate 3,500. You'll probably be standing. Well, there were a lot of people standing around the stadium Saturday. So they're used to that. So get out there and cheer on the Fighting Tigers and see if they can go 3-0 and beat a pretty good Cincinnati McNicholas team. The 1-1 on the season and trying to get some more points and climb in the computer rankings. We didn't talk about it a whole lot the past couple of weeks. Maybe we'll get into it as we get further into the season, but the change in the playoff structure and the format. So it's not 16 teams in the region anymore. The top 4 teams will get a bye. So we'll talk about that as we go on into the future and kind of pinpoint our way where we'll be in the playoffs. So we look forward to that this Friday. Coach, appreciate the time once again. Congratulations on the win. Good luck this Friday, and we'll see you down there in Cincinnati. Thank you for having me on. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. And that's Trevon Pendleton, head coach of the Tigers. Again, this week we got a few things lined up for you. This Saturday on Kool TV, we will have Ironton Girls Soccer playing Rock Hill. That's a 10 o'clock start. Of course, Friday we'll have the football game. You can see it there on the not on the radio, but on Kool TV. You can see the calendar there. We will have the football game Friday night here on News Talk 1067 WIRO. Then we're back here at Buffalo Wild Wings next Tuesday, 7 to 8 for Inside Ironton Football. Not sure if we'll be outside, we'll be inside. Do you like outside better than the inside? It's got kind of a different feel.
Hey, when it's this nice out, absolutely.
Yeah, be outside. As long as it's not raining, it's not 50 degrees, that's where we'll be. We'll be out here. So that will wrap up Inside Ironton Football for this week. Again, you can always listen online, WIROradio.com, on the Kool TV YouTube page. We've actually got an Ironton playlist dedicated for you there. If you go to Kool TV, you can find Ironton playlist, see everything that we've done. Ironton, you can listen to it, you can watch it, and just go there. And you can also download the app, Total Media Radio app, and listen on your phone when you go cheer on the Fighting Tigers. That'll wrap it up for Jacob Hankins, Trevon Pendleton, the players that joined us, for Addison Murray. We appreciate you tuning in to Inside Ironton Football here on News Talk 1067 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV. Good night, everybody.
This has been Inside Ironton Football on the Eagle. Get to the game this week or listen live on your home of Fighting Tiger Sports. News Talk 1067 WIRO, The Eagle. Join us next Tuesday night for another installment of Inside Ironton Football, a Total Media Group station.
WIRO-FM, Ironton, Ashland, Portsmouth, Huntington, USA. News Talk 106.7, The Eagle, a Total Media Group station.